welcome back to another exciting episode of KOS. And I told you guys before that I had two Holy Trinities. And the Holy Trinity in the DC universe is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Or however you want to switch that order around. And the first Holy Trinity is really based on the pre-52 era, right? And then, DC had this revamping of the characters, and they did something called the New 52. So the New 52 comes with a whole different line of characters, and one of the characters is definitely Batman. So, all the characters got like new origins or something changed aesthetically, especially. All right, so in this New 52, you had the new Superman that I showed you, and now I'm showing you the new premium format Batman, right? And I know y'all like, oh, where's the Wonder Woman? She's coming. So you saw the old the old Trinity. So the old Trinity had this Superman, had this Wonder Woman, and this Batman. Now I'm going to probably do a comparison video where I'm going to put, Batman versus Batman, Superman versus Superman, and Wonder Woman versus Wonder Woman to see which ones you like the most. New 52 or old classic, the OG status. All right. Detective Comics actually depicts this Batman. Detective Comics is pretty good. I'm not really familiar with the New 52. I think reimagining iconic characters is a little bit tricky because you run the risk of alienating the old guys that you already had with the books just to bring in new customers. I find it as a gimmick because they always wind up going back to the old suits and stuff like that. So it's just a gimmick to sell books and get new lore, new information, new stuff, new reads, new stories to keep people enthused with the comics. Okay, so we all know who Batman is. Now I was thinking the other day, right? I sat there and I had a real epiphany about who Batman is, because he has as much money as Tony Stark's, right? So technically a lot of his suits, when he puts his suits on, they're like little Iron Man suits, if not a little bit more. But he has his fighting powers of Captain America, right? But he's clean like Daredevil, right? Because, Captain America is a drug addict. Basically, he used the drugs to get to where he was. All right, so now that we understand where he's at, Batman has a lot of characters rolled up into one. He's a detective, he's a martial arts, a combat expert, and also he's rich. So he has the technology, he has the bat plane, the boat, all this stuff. And I said, man, you have to take a bunch of Marvel characters to make, Batman. And Batman is probably the single most dangerous character inside DC. Because when he sees another character or he gets to know another hero, he automatically goes to find out what's his weak spot so he can exploit it if need be in a time of crisis, right? So Batman is highly dangerous, super calculating, highly dangerous character. Now, get into this premium format statue. I like it and I don't like it. There's parts to it that I'm upset with. Like, I was reading about it before, from a lot of statue collectors, and they were talking about how the hump in his back was a problem, right? And I said, oh, well, let me see. When I saw it, I understood exactly what they're talking about. Where you put the cape in, there's a little seam, there's a problem there. And that's a mixed media cape. And it's highly posable because it has the wire mesh inside. Now, what I do like about the cape is that the two-tone is dirty from fighting. This is a gritty Batman. This is the Detective Comics Batman. This is a different type of Batman. Highly detailed statue, heavily armored, and I have the exclusive one with the switch-out hands. All right, you noticed it was 4 sets of hands. Oh, well, 2 sets, right? 2 sets of hands. Right, so there's 4 pieces, and the batarangs, the combat batarangs, are in the one set, and the other hands are regular hands. So you can pair it up where one combat boomerang batarang is in one hand, or you can use both. You can mix and match it. And then you can see his utility belt. The suit looks like it can take it looks like it's been through some war right now. It looks a little bit like the Arkham suit, but not quite. It looks more durable, more flexible, more posable. It seems like it's an exoskeleton, to be honest with you, to enhance Batman as he fights. So the statue looks great. I don't know the true makeup of it because it feels a little bit light. It doesn't feel as heavy as the original premium format statue of the Batman. But I like that he's on Tombstone. The details are there. It's just something that's a little bit off with me with this statue. And maybe it stays, maybe it goes, but I really like the premium format 52 Superman. So I might have a 52 Justice League with the Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow. I might do that, or I might do the OG one. It depends. I might keep it, but I do love the OG statues. I think they were really done properly, and it really represents the characters in the highest light. Now, this is the part in the video where I'm going to ask you, if you like what you saw, if you like everything that I talked about here, please like, follow, and subscribe. Also, go to the lordsofgaming.net, where we have a ton of opinion pieces. We have a lot of reviews. We have episodes of Iron Lord podcast, and we also have The Last Word with Lord Cognito and Ebontis. We have hard gaming reviews with Lord Attic. And we have Combat Talk with the King, myself. And we have a huge fight coming up. So be on the lookout for that Combat Talk, which will be entertaining. So, as always, at the end of the video, I show more of the unboxing. I show more of the statue. And you get a chance to watch the statue and listen to some nice music and, enjoy it. Stay tuned next week when I bring the final piece to the Holy Trinity.